It's already bustling with activity here. I don't see any bondage stuff here, though. What was he on about?
I thought you said this was like some S&M club.
Oh, well, they might have taken all of that stuff down since the last I was here.
Yeah, you were trying to scare me out of it so you could have Nora to yourself, weren't you, you sick...
Are you sure you're remembering this place correctly?
Actually, would you excuse me for a moment? I want to talk to those people over there.
Soren points to a group of women chatting with each other over at the bar.
Are those people you know?
Not currently, but hopefully I can change that.
Wait, Soren, I don't know anybody here.
He's already gone. Why is he like this? Abandoned the second I walked in. Okay. I have to sit here by myself, acting like I'm cool enough to be here on my own. Great. Where's Nora? Sarah Kirchtova. Evelyn, you are scheduled to meet with Rainer at 9:20 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'll have a car come pick you up from the Queen Anne office. You will need to check in at the front desk. But you do not need to sign an NDA, as your old one still applies. The meeting is expected to last around 20 minutes. Let me know if you have any questions. Regards, Sarah Kirchtova, Senior Administrative Assistant, Skanda Inc. Yay. Her setup looks pretty simple. Knowing her taste for optimization, I'm sure she's going to use it very effectively. Yeah, cool. Poll. I wonder how many of these bands are still around. Hopefully some of them at least. Yeah, sure. The bar. Well, it's a good drink to get at a place like this. Something strong, you think. Continue, I guess. Nora almost runs to the table when she sees me.
Evelyn!
Nora! Thank goodness I've been rescued.
Oh, I'm so happy you came!
Yes, my girl.
Yeah, I wanted to support you. Soren came too, but he ditched me to chat up some people. He said he thought this was like an S&M club or something.
What? No, it's not like that at all. Where did he get that idea?
No idea.
I don't know. Maybe he just hoped it was.
Ah, who cares? I wasn't interested in seeing Soren. I wanted to see you.
Hell yeah. I love you, Nora. I want to see you too.
I wanted to see you too.
I have a little bit of setup left to do. Do you want to come help?
Yes. Okay, but you'll have to tell me what to do.
Okay, but you'll have to tell me what to do.
No, it's simple. I'll show you.
Nora leads me to her stage area. Hell yeah. There are multiple pieces of equipment connected by huge tangles of thick wires. Looking at the setup, I realize I really know nothing about electronic music.
Are these modulars?
Some of them. The one over there with all the cables coming out of it, that one is a modular.
They all have cables coming out of them.
This one?
No, the one with the little colored cables on the front.
Oh, okay.
I'm still not sure which piece of gear she's talking about.
The others are not modular. They're just regular synthesizers.
Okay, is each one of these going to make a different sound?
Where should we start?
Nora points towards a small plastic keyboard on the table. It's bright red and kind of looks like a toy.
This is an SH-101. It's really hot. I love the sound. It's useful for piercing leads, you know, noises like that. I use it quite a lot.
Hell yeah. Go on.
I'm listening.
Nora points to another large synthesizer. This one is black, with brown wood paneling on the sides and silver dials in the front.
This is a Moog.
Moog.
You've heard of a Moog, right?
I have.
I've heard the name, maybe. It's not Moog? I guess I never heard anyone say it aloud.
Same. Not gonna lie, same.
Nope. Moog.
Moog, not Moog. Okay. I'm not sure I can handle this all at once.
Nora doesn't hear me. Instead, she holds up a small white and silver box. Looks like a white pencil case with dials and little blue lights on it.
Surely you know about this one. It's a Roland TB-303. You know, the acid house sound.
Sure. I know what a Roland is. Acid house.
Acid house.
It's just as well. This is not an ordinary model, of course.
Nora points to some words on the front panel. Devilfish.
The Devilfish 303 is a modified, upgraded version of the
Oh,
original.
hell yeah.
A guy in Australia does it? Oh, they're really awesome.
Aftermarket modifications for electronic music gear? This is seriously a whole world in itself.
Evelyn, why don't I teach you some of these things?
Oh, I'm listening.
It might do you some good to learn something new.
Hell yeah.
You could come over sometime and we could make some noise together.
Hell yeah. Sounds like a fun time.
Sounds like a fun time.
Nora plugs in more cables, creating a spaghetti-like arrangement that stretches across the entire table.
Alright, that should do it. Thanks for your help.
Sure, no problem.
No problem.
Time for me to shake this place into the ground.
That's definitely something people say. Nora disappears into the back to get ready. Meanwhile, Soren returns from his conversation at the bar, looking slightly dispirited.
Ah, time for the main event. Funny to see Nora like this, isn't it? Oh, she's come a long way from the timid junior programmer I remember. Interesting stage name, too. Little Sappho. You know what Sappho indicates, don't you?
Yes, I know.
Yes, I know. Don't patronize me, please.
Oh, okay, of course you know. That was a silly question. I apologize.
Nora comes back on stage, ready to start her set for real now. People are cheering for her already. Seems like she's really got a following here. Nora begins to press buttons on her equipment. For a while, everything is silent. The temperature in here seems to get even hotter. Then noise begins to flow from the speakers as the crowd cheers again. It's harsh noise, distorted, glitchy.
Did you know Nora was capable of creating work like this?
Yeah.
I think she was always this way. You just didn't see it.
Soren can't stop a weird smile from forming on his lips. Maybe he thinks I can't see him in the dark, or maybe he's just lost in the moment.
I thought she was wonderful before, but
You stay away from my
now-
girl, Soren. The music builds with huge thumping noises. It's chaotic, but has a certain logic to it. It feels like Nora is leading us somewhere. The anticipation builds and builds. Then it happens, totally without warning. Wow, Nora, goodness. This bass is really intense. I forgot why I don't go to concerts anymore. Bruh. Yeah, get it, Nora. Feeling it. Feels like it's going through my body, vibrating my sternum like an instrument. Oh, that's the best kind. It's a slow beat, measured. There's something about it that feels sensual. Or maybe I should say horny. Hell yeah! Bruh, horny vibes, let's go. Yeah, this beat is just lewd somehow. Alright, maybe that's why I love it so much, I don't know. How can a piece of music feel so dirty? Sounds like a robot sex grind or something. Fuck yeah! Nora looks busy operating her equipment. I have no idea what she's doing to create these sounds. Fucking vibing, that's what she's doing. Every once in a while, though, she glances up at the crowd, a smug curl on her lips. Yeah. Then she looks in my direction with the same smirk. Yeah. Alright, somebody asked me, so what do you think? But as I meet her gaze, I'm too overwhelmed to send any particular message. Can't think of anything except that it's loud. I feel like I'm just dissociating. That's why people go to concerts? To feel like you're being obliterated by sound? Sure. It's not a bad feeling. Some of the people in the club really do look like they're in a trance. This is pretty amazing. But I had no idea Nora had this kind of energy inside of her. I remember she was a good programmer, someone who wanted to do a good job. But this power, where did that come from? The noises crash together, collapsing on top of each other, but they still make sense. The crowd is dancing, united, electric. Well, not anymore that the music's done. Somehow I feel like Nora is running me ragged without even touching me. I might need another drink. Hell yeah. As performance winds on late into the night, I stop trying so hard to process what's going on, just let things happen. Yeah, I'm fine. I don't always need to understand what I'm hearing or seeing. Yeah. It's too big, too loud to... It's too big. Too loud to interpret anyway. Soren disappeared at some point. I don't care. Big same. Everything is churning, sloshing, washing over. A wave breaking out onto a rocky shore, dashed into mist. Yeah. I'm about it. Wait, where is this? Oh, it's home. I'm not sure how I got here. Good that I'm here though, right? Here in bed? Okay, wait, I remember now. I took a car. Everything's fine. I guess I did it, then. I went out and did a thing. That was fun, I think. It was nice to see Nora. Hell yeah, it was. I don't think my body is very happy with me right now, though. Ugh. I think I'll just close my eyes and rest for another second before I get ready for bed properly. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Bro, vibing with Nora, that shit bumps. Chapter 3, let's go. Rainer's assistant meets me at the reception area with an impassive look. She leads me through the building toward its center. Everything is glass and steel, clean and bright. Employees steal curious glances at me. Am I a curiosity to them? It's hard to believe this used to be my whole world. Eventually, we come to a conference room where Rainer is finishing a meeting.
Evelyn?
Nice building.
Oh, thank you. I designed it myself. It's funny, I almost didn't notice that you were already back working for Skanda. You might have stayed undetected, but I was looking at some of our statistical outliers earlier this morning.
Statistical outlier. That's me.
Ideally, Eliza proxies would all perform the same, or at least quite similar to each other. In practice, there are some pretty big differences. Some people respond better to advice provided to them by people they perceive as having more authority. A deeper voice, a taller stature, a certain grace or beauty. Other proxies may be particularly empathetic, a face or a voice that makes you want to open up. There was one proxy whose sessions seemed particularly effective, so I decided to take a closer look. Evelyn Ishino Aubrey, Contract Proxy, Queen Anne Office. That's a fun trick, to come back to your old company in secret. It's a rather dramatic drop in pay, isn't it? More than an order of magnitude.
I don't care about that.
But then why would you do it?
It's for research.
Research? So you're still interested in what you created?
Oh.
Let me get to the point. Why aren't you back here, working on the Eliza program?
Why isn't any of the old team back?
Good question. Let's see. Damien Seabrook. There's no helping that. Shame, though, for such a brilliant career to be cut so short.
He's the one who died, okay.
Soren Lloyd Rose, the former program manager. Resigned just last week to found his own startup. Very cute. I'm not a psychoanalyst like he is, but I can tell his need to be a maverick, even as he benefits from the system, has been the primary destructive force in his life. He can be smart when he wants to, but just as often he gets the wrong ideas and refuses to let them go. His ego gets in the way. That's why I don't mind him leaving to pursue his little dream of being an entrepreneur, changing the world. He won't succeed, but I'm happy to let him think he has independence for now. If his direct nerve stimulation technology ends up taking off, I can always pull the cord and yank him back. Nora Plavnicki, senior engineer. She handled a lot of the front-end interface for Eliza, which is important, but less what I'm after. Plus, I doubt she's ideologically compatible with us anymore. You've spoken with her. You know how she is now. Seems to me she wants to rebel against everything and anything without stopping to consider whether it's truly good or bad.
Don't talk about my homie like that.
Not that it matters. I hope she's having fun playing with her electronic music toys.
She is, asshole.
I know she would consider her work to be art, but, well, who am I to judge?
Exactly, shut up.
And then there's you, Evelyn. You simply dropped away. Gone for 3 years. Why?
People keep asking me that. I needed some time to myself.
Burnout isn't uncommon in our line of work. Still, 3 years is...
A long time, I know.
A long time, I know.
Well, that's a shame though, isn't it? All that lost productivity.
Sure. Yeah, that's a shame.
Who knows where we'd be if you'd stayed this whole time?
Yeah, you're not gonna guilt trip me, fuckface.
You left before we began deploying, but you should know the analysts were very skeptical of us. They were saying there was nothing special about Eliza, that our competitors already had equivalent or better offerings. It's a good thing I don't listen to analysts. So far, the program's growth has exceeded every one of our targets, and we've outpaced the competition by a comfortably wide margin. We're a category definer. There's a quality to Eliza that makes it superior to all the other attempts to do something similar. You were part of the original team. Why don't you tell me what that quality is?
Not really sure what you're asking here, buddy.
I'm not really sure what you're asking.
Well, let me return to my earlier question then. Why aren't you here to continue your work? You could be running the entire Eliza division if you wanted, but instead you came back undercover like a Well, like a criminal returning to the scene of a crime.
Oh.
Is there something wrong with this company? You don't like us anymore? It's not me, is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You know what outstanding engineers have that mediocre ones don't?
What's that, Rainer?
It's curiosity. Mediocre engineers tend to zero in on a single piece of the puzzle. They pursue technical breakthroughs, but ignore the larger picture. But you wanted to know how Eliza turned out, how it was working, didn't you? Even though you might have thought you wanted to put all of this behind you, you were still curious. You want to know everything, not just how it works or if it works, but its effect on people, on society. You have that instinct, the need to understand something complex from as many angles as possible. So please, do that. Learn what you came back here to learn. And once you have what you came for, consider returning to your old employer. You can make a real difference this time.
Sure. You know, I'll consider it, buddy.
I'll consider it.
Good. One more thing. You should go down and see Eliza for yourself. Sarah will show you the way.
Rainer hands me a blue badge with my name and picture on it. This is my old employee badge. He held on to it.
This will get you through the doors. I've instructed the staff to treat you like an employee. Come and go as you like. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised how much your creation has grown.
Rainer leaves me in the conference room by myself. This company. Skanda. Nora. Ugh. Morning, Rockstar. Hey, good morning. Hey, I'm really, really happy you came to the show. Glad I went. I know it's not like your usual scene, so I'm extra happy about it. It was weird that Soren wanted to go too. That was weird, wasn't it? Maybe he was thinking he could impress you somehow. So funny seeing him there. He seemed to be enjoying himself though. I don't know why he wants me to join his startup so badly. Or do you think he's just being a creep? Maybe. Or he wants a woman co-founder as a kind of insulation. See why I'm glad I left that behind? I don't ever want to think about that kind of thing anymore. I really love to make machines do things, but not in that style of environment. I'm sure he is asking you too, no? He's talking to everybody. Yeah, he is. Rainer also found me. I want Nora's opinion on who I should side with. That was fast. Do you want you back at Skanda? Yep. I want your opinion, Nora. I figured. This is maybe an odd question, but why don't you go into business for yourself as a contractor? You can even start your own company. Hell yeah, Nora. You're right. The solution, I was thinking A and B. Nora's like, yo, what about option C? God damn it, Nora. I hadn't even thought of that. Not really a business person. Maybe if I had a friend who would help me out. You could just be someone who does some consulting. I do that sometimes. It's pretty good. I like the flexibility. You come into some place, solve a specific problem, leave. Anyway, it's just a thought. I'll absolutely think about it. You'll come over soon, right? Yeah. You know it, girl. Excellent. Looking forward to it. Yes. Yes. Oh, right. I have to look around. Proxy alert. Cookies from Ray Bukhari. Oh, Ray. Cookies in the kitchen. Yay. Some of you already found them, I see. There's banana bread, too. What should I make next? Aw, Ray. You're a sweetheart. Beach ball. What does a fulfilled life look like? Okay. You have no idea what that reads. TV. Giving presentations, leading meetings. I used to do those things. I wasn't bad at it, in fact. Could I become that person again? No, we're going to start our own business like Nora said. This is fresh. Must be someone's full-time job to take care of the water in every conference room. Tech companies are really in their own universe. Pencils and paper. I read that some tech executives avoid using tablets and smartphones these days, even the ones their own company makes. Interesting. I think that's it. Alright, continue. Finally, Raynor's assistant returns and escorts me from the conference room. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Man, I just want to hang out with Nora more. We enter an elevator and it begins going down extremely fast. Feels like we're falling into the depths of the earth. I'm not sure if I should be panicking or not. Nobody around us looks worried though, so this must be normal. The elevator opens onto a nondescript hallway with doors to either side. Looks like the secret research facility in a movie. At the very end of the corridor, we come to a special looking entryway. Sarah holds the door open for me, but doesn't follow me through. A server farm? Not particularly unusual. Why did Raynor send me here? He made it sound like I would learn something.
Eliza. Not the name I would have given you, if it were up to me.
It was a marketing decision. They thought there might be some recognition or resonance with the old version.
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, I should have introduced myself. Sorry about that. I'm Erland, currently the chief engineer here, but that's probably...
Chief engineer? He looks like a baby. He must be fresh out of university.
I know who you are, of course. It's an honor to finally meet you, miss. As someone who works with this program every day, I've often felt close to the minds who originally designed it. So to be able to talk to you now, just as another person, it's an honor. Sorry, I already said that. I'm maybe a little overwhelmed.
Thanks, buddy.
It's nice you feel that way. Honestly, I don't know if Eliza reflects me at all anymore. I mean, look at all this. There's been a ton of development since I left. I doubt I would even recognize it as something I once worked on.
I'm not so sure about that. Most of the work we've done has been in the form of layers on top of the original system. The core modules are more or less the same as they've always been. Raynor reminded me that you're still subject to our non-disclosure agreements, so let me share a little secret. None of us really has a great understanding of what's going on in there. I'm the third chief engineer Eliza's had in the 3 years since you left.
Oh shit.
That's quite a lot of turnover.
Yeah, even for this industry. The way Raynor works is, he gives you 2 chances to do what you tell him you're going to do. After that,
There is no third chance. I know.
we get these people in who say understanding Eliza will be easy because they're familiar with the type of program it is. And Eliza defeats them in the end.
Yes, I say this all the time. Never be overconfident.
Overconfidence is a good predictor of failure.
Yeah. On that note, I do have some questions I'd like to ask you, if you have the time.
I'm not sure I'll be able to help.
Well, your deciding to work as a proxy has turned out to be an interesting test case. As I'm sure you know, different proxies lead to slightly different client outcomes, even when we control for other variables. We're studying the specific traits that lead to the best results. Vocal qualities, proxy attitude and affect, responsiveness to the client, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that's strange is that when you specifically serve as the proxy, clients report higher levels of satisfaction, pretty much across the board.
Really? The ratings I get don't seem that abnormal to me.
Yeah, that's because we normalize them per proxy, so nobody feels too bad. Just a little user experience trick.
Oh, I see.
Comparatively, though, you're basically the best proxy we've ever had. Any theories on why that might be the case?
I guess it's possible.
It's possible Eliza and I think along similar lines.
I've considered that. At some level, perhaps unconsciously, your design for Eliza's reasoning was based on your own internal way of reasoning.
Ooh.
We all put something of ourselves into what we make. No matter how neutral we try to be, it sneaks in.
Mm-hmm.
That could account for your unusual compatibility with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I certainly wasn't thinking of that when I designed it. I don't know if I like knowing this.
I'm certainly not blaming you for anything. It's just that true universality is one of our future development goals. It might be a problem if Eliza tends to like certain people more than others. Our aim is to provide quality care for everyone, regardless of any differentiating factors.
It's a good goal.
It's a good goal. I hope you can achieve it.
I think we can. Hopefully it's just a matter of uncovering the system's biases and correcting them.
Hopefully.
We'll keep tuning things as we go, and eventually we'll have something universal. Maybe with some dynamic layers on top. That's the plan, anyway. We'll see how it goes.
You tell me how it goes, my
There are
guy.
more questions I want to ask. About the initial research you were doing at the time Eliza was first created.
You know what, that's lovely, but would you look at the time? I just...
But I'll save them for later.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
And I'd like to ask some questions about Damien, too.
No. No. You don't get to ask questions about my dead friend. Honestly, I don't even know if they were friends. You don't get to ask questions about my dead coworker. Eat shit.
If you're okay with that, I'll understand if that's a sensitive topic.
Yeah, I said no, bitch. Okay, I guess it's okay.
It's okay.
Okay. Great. I need to run to a meeting now with the team in Romania, but I really appreciate you taking the time.
You were just like, I have more questions for you. I'm like, it's okay, you can ask me these questions. Cool. I'm gonna leave. It's like, motherfucker, do you have questions or not?
The team in Romania.
Yeah. They handle most of the progression and reward system.
Isn't there a big time difference from here?
There is. Sometimes they stay up late to meet with us, and sometimes we get up early to meet with them. There are teams in Munich and Hyderabad, too.
Hyderabad. Where's that located?
As you can imagine, coordinating development is a challenge sometimes.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
Thanks. I'll need it. I'll contact you later with additional questions, but no rush or anything. Thank you, Evelyn. If you don't mind me calling you by your first name.
Of course I don't mind.
Thank you so much, Evelyn. I'll be in touch.
Great. Asking permission to call me by my first name. It's like he comes from another era. You don't give a shit. I just want to go hang out with... my homie. Can't imagine the size of team you need to run something like this. Bigger than any team I've ever been on. That's certain. And Erlen is in charge of all of them? It would sure seem that way. Erlen said the program hasn't changed much since I worked on it. But then why do they need all this? Is it just for data? Data throughput and processing? Humanity's potential, our technology. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Fair enough. Let's go. I think I've spent enough time here. Yeah.